What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, today we're going to be earning the Platinum in Guardians of the Galaxy on the PlayStation 5. Or we're going to try to at least try to get there, because I've got a trophy left, only the one left, and it is a Combat Miscellaneous trophy. Now, that sounds pretty straightforward, and I have to say, usually in those sort of situations it would be. However, the trophy I have left is to get Drax to do a arm remover. He has to remove the arm of one of these Inquisitor beast things, and although I enjoy this game massively, these trophies, there's a few combat-based trophies attached to this trophy list, and they're all incredibly RNG, incredibly random, and you just find, especially the ones with Drax. So there's one for Groot, one for Gamora, and two for Drax. The one with Groot, the one with Gamora are really, really easy to do. They pop up all the time. It's just a triangle prompt, and when it appears, the trophy pops. And I actually got the Gamora one first try, and I got the Groot one probably third or fourth try. The Drax one, however, I tried to do the original Drax one, which is basically against like this beast. It took me about an hour of replaying the same checkpoint. Now I'm on to the last trophy, which is for Drax to unarm an Inquisitor. And I'm not feeling very positive about this. This could be a 5-minute video, this could be a 55-minute video, because I've tried this already for about 2 hours and it just wasn't working. So let's see how we get on. That is loud. That is so loud. Jesus Christ, that's blowing my eardrums. So what I've got to do is basically just get him on low enough health. He has 2 bars of health. And from there should be a prompt to remove his arm. I can guarantee there'll be a prompt to remove his arm, and Gamora will do it. The combat in this game, if you've watched this already, you may be impressed, you may not be impressed. I think the combat is probably the weakest part of the game. But the rest of the game is really strong, so it's not like it's it doesn't, I wouldn't take that as too much of an insult, because it's pretty decent. The story's really good, the exploration's really good, the platforming, although basic, is quite fun. Puzzle solving is really basic. It's not particularly anything to cry about, to shout from the rooftops about. Okay, so he's very close to being... I'm going to leave Gamora down, because she loves to jump in my way and ruin these sort of prompts and get in the way and just use her own prompt, and that's not what we want. So basically now, when we get to the lower end of his health, the prompt should appear. Now, this is the first attempt on this video that I'm trying to record, so we'll see if that actually happens. I don't know if it will. Drax is down, that's not a good start. Let's get this big boy up. Come on, Drax. Right. Right. There should be a prompt now. He's on low health. We've just got to kind of just waste time and hope the prompt appears. So Drax should be like... If I just stand nearby, will Drax just sort of like stand nearby? Come on, Drax. So this is a frustration. So the rest of the game is the game is not hard at all, but the fact that we're sort of like, I'm here making this video just kind of hoping that... Oh! That's it! Well, there we have it, guys. There is a Platinum Trophy for Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this took me... So I'm just gonna kill him. So this took me, like... so long to do. So about... This easily took me around an hour and a half of trying the other day. I've went on and I've got it the first time. Pretty crazy. I'm happy. I'm happy. And there's my Platinum Trophy. Finally. The Guardians of the Galaxy. All in all, probably, actually, I can tell you how long it took, to be fair. I can actually tell you how long it took. So yeah, so according to this, it took me 46 hours to earn the Platinum Trophy for Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think that's far off. I think it does counter in the time the menus and stuff are left idle. I probably would have said about 35 to 38 is where I would have said. All in all, a really great game. And I want to give you some of my final thoughts now. Okay guys, so there was me earning the Platinum Trophy in Guardians of the Galaxy. I really was not expecting it to take such little time. You know, that took me probably 4 minutes of recording. I was saying to myself, I'm going to make this video. I could be here for 55 minutes talking to you guys, trying to get that trophy, and somehow it popped. First time, that's actually insane, since I did spend hours on it the other day. But yes, the Platinum Trophy for Guardians of the Galaxy is now mine. It is my 463rd Platinum Trophy. Pretty happy about it. What are my thoughts on the game quickly? I think it's a really good third-person story linear game. I really enjoyed my time with it. If you love Marvel, you will love this game. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. Even going back a second time, I did enjoy it. It just highlights the fact that the combat does become repetitive after you've reached probably 25 hours. I don't think the combat's ever particularly good. That would be my argument and my probably biggest critique with the game. It's always just okay. And I felt like there could have been a lot more potential there, especially for Star-Lord. You know, you only play Star-Lord. You know, it could have been a little bit smoother, it could have had a little bit more abilities. The upgrade trees is very minimal, it doesn't really make a difference to your gameplay, and I can vouch for that because you have to go through, I've been doing the collectibles and been doing them for the outfit, and you can do chapter selects now, and I've been jumping in and out, and I generally have been playing parts of the game with no upgrades and playing parts of the game with loads of upgrades, and I just it hasn't felt any different, any harder, any easier, so that kind of need to be addressed. But you know, it's a linear story, it's not a RPG, anything like that, anything of the sort, but all in all, it's a fantastic story, I have to say. You know, it's a little bit generic, but also it touches on a lot of core things. You know, like a lot of philosophy, a lot of morality around right and wrong. And this is a good version of Peter Quill, I have to say. He's a lot more level-headed, a lot smarter than the Peter Quill from the MCU, and I do enjoy him for that. He's definitely more of a leader than Peter Quill from the MCU. Now the trophy list, it's pretty easy, I have to say. It's pretty straightforward. All you've got to do is play through the game. There's a few miscellaneous trophies, there's a few miscellaneous combat trophies, and then there's some collectibles. Now I would highly advise that you use a guide for the collectibles, and this is why. Because basically the collectibles are missable in the sense that you can only get them through the one playthrough. Firstly, the outfits can be found through chapter select, but the collectibles cannot, as they do not track. So what I recommend you do is play through with collectible guide until you get to about chapter 10. And then you'll have all the trophies, all the collectibles you need for the trophy. The trophies for only finds like 60 to 75% of all of the collectibles, so it's not like it's too much. And there's not loads of collectibles, probably only like 4 to 6 per level, so it's not like it's Uncharted level where you're finding hundreds. There's probably only you only need to find about 80 collectibles throughout, which I think is a great amount of collectibles for a single player linear story. The second time around the game wasn't as good, I have to say, mainly just because the combat is a bit lackluster. So you don't want to be doing 2 playthroughs of this game because it will sour your experiences of the game. Usually I do say play through it and then go through back and do collectibles, but the collectibles are filled with lore, so they're actually really interesting collectibles as well, and they introduce lots of different dialogue on the spaceship with the other Guardians, so they're really worth picking up as well. And the outfits are awesome, and you really want to get the Peter Quill MCU outfit first time round because it's the best outfit for Peter Quill in my opinion, and I was sad that I didn't get it until the last 2 hours of the game. Now the only thing that kind of really annoyed me was the combat trophies, so the ones I've already mentioned. There's 4, 1, 4, basically what you have to do is you have to initiate, as you've already seen, so you have to be in a certain position with a certain enemy and it initiates a prompt which then a Guardian will do a special move. So Drax has 2, Groot has 1 and Gamora has 1. The only issue with these is the fact that the ones for Drax just didn't appear regular enough. Like that one came first time today, which is just defeating my point, but I spent on the trophy yesterday, I spent probably 2 hours replaying for a different trophy, and then I spent a couple of hours replaying the same encounter later on in the game to try and get that one to pop, which just did. So that's a little bit frustrating, it kind of soured my experience. Thankfully I'd earned enough collectibles, which meant I didn't need a second playthrough. Yes, it took me 46 hours to finish somehow. I don't know if that's entirely right. I probably would have said it took me 25 to 26 hours to finish the main game all the way through once. I took my time, I did a lot of exploring, I didn't use a guide, but you know, I think the game's so beautiful, it's so lush, you just get lost in it. It's really, the art design, everything they've built in this game is fantastic, and I just found myself staring and looking at the, the camera mode and all this good stuff, and I enjoyed my time with this game immensely. And then I went back and did a few chapter select. Basically there's a few choices you have to make, there's a few things that I missed, some easy trophies that I missed, which I don't want to spoil. If you want to have them spoiled, go on the trophy list. And I probably end up playing the game for another 4 hours, just because I missed certain things at certain times. But overall, really sound game. I definitely recommend it. Do not sleep on this game. Everybody's going to sleep on this game. I understand that Avengers really shafted us in terms of, from Square Enix, what to expect from a Marvel superhero game. But honestly, this is a really good Marvel story, and I think especially if you love Guardians, you love Star Wars, you love Marvel, it's one to play, and it's a pretty good story for most gamers as well, and it's not a hard platinum trophy. I would definitely recommend it. So on that, let me know down below if you played this game, if you platinumed this game, if you're going to play it, or you're going to wait and get it in a sale. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.